Hey, what's up everybody? We wanted to show you real quick another install video. We got another really super simple one. We've got our Shorty front fender for the touring models. This install is going to be the same whether you have a short one or a mid-length. So basically you're going to get the fender itself. You're going to get a box of mounting hardware, which is going to basically include your 2 mounting blocks, your stainless steel hardware, which is going to be 4 bolts, 4 washers, 4 nuts. So we'll get it started on this and show you how quick and easy this can go for you. So the other thing we want to show you guys is if you get a 19-inch front fender or a 21-inch front fender, they are the same fender. Your only difference is going to be your mounting blocks for a 19-inch wheel look like this. For a 21, they're going to look like this. So you're going to get the same, you'll get the kit designated for what you order. If it's a 21, it'll come with the exact same mounting hardware, but it also comes with another 4 bolts, washers, and nuts for you to do that. Basically, it's a riser is what it will do. This particular bike has a 19-inch wheel on it, so we are going to run the 19-inch mounting blocks with the short fender. Again, the mid-length also installs the exact same way, but we're gonna throw a short one on for this bike. Ooh, look at all the mud. So basically the first thing you want to do is take your 4 mounting bolts out, pull the stock fender off. We use a cordless driver to do it to make our lives a lot easier. Get this one out of the way. So get your front fender off there. It's just the 4 bolts, comes right off. Go over to your hardware pack, grab your 4 bolts, use blue Loctite since it is stainless hardware. So then one trick is, not necessarily a trick, but everybody kind of asks is, how do you know what's front and what's back? So if you set it on the table, your shorter end here is what goes to the front. Your shorter cut to the front of the bike. So best way to do it, verify that you have the shorter cut to the front. Then with ours, basically why these are machined the way they're machined is we used to make them flat across, right? Easier to machine. Well, now that we're machining them in-house, and there's a lot of guys running inverted front ends and things like that, different fork legs. This allows clearance if you have a inverted front end where it will clear the upper fork traveling down. So what you want to do is the flat side goes to the fender, the standoffs go to the fork leg. So grab your bolt, washer, spacer, fender's already in there. Easiest way, slide that in there just a little bit. Get the bolt in there, get it to catch the spacer, get your fender where it needs to go, kind of hang it like that, grab a nut, get it started so it can't go anywhere. Repeat for the back, and obviously everything you're doing right now is just going to be, hand tight. You don't need to snug it or anything, because you will need to adjust the fender because we do slot the holes on the fender so you can adjust it to where you need it to be. So then we'll repeat it for the same on the other side here. Flat end towards the fender, standoffs going out to the fork legs, slide it in, get your fender in, put your washer on the bolt and slide it in. Just like that. Get the nut started, put the last one in, just like that. So everything was just kind of hand tightened, right? So what you want to do is, because there is flexibility, there is movement to this fender, it's designed that way, right? So, like your steel, your stamped steel fender with rigid supporting in it, you can just impact them back on and it's going to go straight, right? Well, what we've got to do is a lot of times you want to make sure it centers up. You're going to want to work yourself. So if you start on the primary side front, then work your way to the exhaust side rear, come back over to the primary rear, then of course jump up to your last one on the front of the exhaust side. So you want to work your way around, making sure you're keeping this nice and centered and tight when you're torquing it down. Make sure it stays nice and straight. Sometimes it can be easier if you've got a second set of hands just to hold the fender to keep it where you want it sitting. So basically, when you're doing this, you kind of want to look at it from the front, look at it from the side, look at it from the back, make sure everything's lined up. The one thing you can always do is basically kind of the hand test is, hey, we're gapped good, torque it down, and away you roll. So since it's stainless hardware, we'll torque it. You can torque between like 12 and 15 foot-pounds. We'll set it at 14, torque all 4 of them. And there you have it. So we got the short front fender installed on here. Basically what it did is completely transform the look of your bike. It's lightweight. We actually saved over 4 pounds off of just swapping the front fender on this bike. Looks great, functions awesome, shaves weight on the bike. Make sure and follow along on all of our social media. YouTube is really coming on strong. We want to get all these install videos out to you guys. You'll also be able to, when you go on our website, see all these install videos on the specific part. Follow along. We're gonna keep going on this. Thanks, guys.